All right, here are some helpful hints on the mini project. You'll want to go to the catapult simulator and you can mess around and choose different speeds and angles. I'm going to go with a speed of 35 and an angle of 66. Um, yours needs to be different than mine. And make sure you hit trace path, that way you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and hit start. And it'll trace that ball over a path. And you can see I kind of have a small one here, and that's fine. But I can get my intercepts off of that right now. I started at the origin, so my first intercept is going to be 0, 0. My next intercept, it's where I end. It's going to be 92.90. So all I'm doing right now is I'm marking those ordered pairs. So 0, 92.9. Those are my intercepts. I also want to know the vertex. The vertex is the highest point. So I'm going to go ahead and hit reset and play it again. And I'm probably going to get pause when I think I'm really close. And I know that at the vertex, there's a maximum, which means my y is the highest. So right now it's at 52.13. 52.16 is higher. So that is my highest y value. So my vertex, which is my high point, and it's giving me the ordered pair right there, 46.27, 52.16. All right. When you do this, you're going to have to write down your speed and your angle. What are your intercepts? My intercept is at 0, 0, and 92.9, 0. My vertex is at 46.27, 52.16. So that's all you have to do for question 3. Question 4, what is the equation in intercept form? I'm going to go back to that catapult simulator. For intercept form, I need to know my P and a Q and one extra point. I can use that vertex. I'm going to go ahead and just get a random point. It doesn't really matter. And the point I'm going to use, let's use that one right there, of 26.1, 42.15. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in intercept form right now. So for intercept form, we know our formula is y equals a x minus p, x minus q. Well, right here, it's telling me everything that I know. I know p, and I know q. And I know an x and a y. So what I don't know is a, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to solve for a. So plug in what I know, 42.15 equals a. My x is 26.1. My q is 92.9. All right, you're going to need your calculator for some of this. So right now I've got 42.15 equals I can do that one in my head, 26.1. And that is going to be 26.1 minus 92.9, 66.8. I don't want to forget my negative sign. Multiply that by 26.91. So negative 66.8 times 26.1. And I get 42.15 equals negative. I'm going to try that one more time. I'm not sure if I believe my answer. Nope, I was right. Negative 1,743.48 A. And then I have to divide both sides by the 1,743. So A is going to be 42.15 divided by 1,743.48. And I'm going to get negative 0.024. Okay. And I'm going to go out a few decimal places on this one just because I think if I rounded it too much, it's going to change it. So now I've got all the important information. I've got my P, my Q, my A. So Y equals negative 0.024. X minus 0, I'm just going to put X. X minus 92.9. And that's what it is in intercept form. Let's go ahead and talk about vertex form. So when I do that, I would make sure I copied all of that work into here. Question 5, they're asking for it in vertex form. Oops. So for vertex form, I'm going to go ahead and erase what I have here. Vertex form is y equals a minus h. I'm sorry, writing that down incorrectly. Got distracted. X minus h, quantity squared, plus k. Well, we know h and k from the vertex that we found. And then we need to know an x and a y. I'm going to use one of these points this time. And I'm using 0, 0 because that is by far the easiest point to use. So I'm going to use that as my x and my y. So y is 0, a, 0 minus 46.27 squared plus 52.16. Well, I'm going to subtract the 52.16 over to the other side. And then I'm going to have 46.27 squared. And I get 2,140.9. 129 A. Divide both sides. and I should get really close to the same A. A is negative 0.024. So my equation is y equals negative 0.024 x minus 46.27 squared plus 52.16. And I would type all that work into here. If you need to know how to do exponents or math type, you hit those three buttons and go to the square root right there. You can insert math equations. I think you could also take a picture of your work and insert or upload an image or insert a file. Okay, question 6. If you want to take the time and do this, and I suggest you do, go ahead and FOIL that out and simplify it, put it in standard form. Do that with your Vertex form and your Intercept form and see if you get the same equation. You should get something very similar. So hopefully that helps you out.